You know, I feel like I wanted to do something, and there's like about go ahead and do it just for the heck of it. I actually put in my opinions. My opinions probably. Yeah, this game is literally like a 1 versus 8 game. Like, this is the 1 versus. Are gonna pay a bit of attention to, cause wow. I mean, just wow. Honest opinion, I'm just gonna say this. Rockets barely made it. Wednesday night, the Jazz got destroyed badly. Like, they really did get destroyed badly. And I'm actually a little surprised that the Rockets are in, considering the fact that they don't have their current head coach anymore. And I really forgot who's the head coach right now, because I was looking at it. Rockets ain't. You probably know what I'm talking about. And considered to the fact that this is a game no one's probably going to pay any bit of attention to. Well, technically, well, I said Warriors fans are going to pay attention to. No one sees the Rockets actually advancing to the next round. Well, possibly nobody. Anyway, the the starters, I believe NBA TV pretty much predicts the Warriors to win. ESPN probably predicts the Warriors to win. Now, let's actually be honest. Regardless if the Rockets or the Jazz were going to be in, they're probably going to get whooped by the Warriors anyway. Keyword. They were pretty much going to get whooped by the Warriors anyway. So, to point that out, yeah. Sucks, doesn't it, huh? As it probably goes, and I'm probably going to just go ahead and say this. Reason one why I'm probably gonna pick the Warriors to win. Reason one is actually they're just too unstoppable. And barely anyone can actually beat them, to be real. That's just what I'm probably thinking. Yeah. It makes little sense to actually see the Rockets pull an upset, because I highly doubt they would just pull the upset. And that, yeah. Rockets seem like they're the ones that want to just, advance to the semifinals. But I just see the Warriors just advancing onto the next round. Is anyone actually surprised that the Clippers are actually competing in the first round? I mean, come on, let's be real. They're the Clippers. The question to this is, is this the year the Clippers finally make it to the conference? Well, not just the Clippers in general, but the Chris Paul. Is this the year Chris Paul makes his first NBA final? Well, technically, well, NBA Western Conference final, because it kind of seems like it is a little bit, but that that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I mean, would would anyone want to see the Clippers in the next round? Probably. Nobody is giving, and yes, there's a point to there. Look at what the Trailblazers have lost. The Trailblazers have lost, like, literally the Trailblazers have lost LaMarcus Aldridge to free agents. The Trailblazer, well, okay, I've lost my place. They've the Trailblazers lost LaMarcus Aldridge to free agency this season. Well, in the off season actually, but I mean, I think CJ McCollum will probably get most improved player. I hope. Who knows? Anything can happen in the NBA. Like, keyword, anything. It makes a lot of sense to see pretty much makes sense. Yeah. This I pretty much think that they might have a chance. I highly doubt they'll actually make the semifinals, but it's possible. Unless the Trailblazers could pull a big upset, I see the Clippers probably winning if maybe 6. Now, keyword I said this, unless the Trailblazers can surprise the doubters that and advance to the semifinals. Good luck, Portland, because y'all have a challenge coming up, and y'all have a challenge coming up that's waiting for y'all to well, it's not much of a landslide victory, but Clippers, Trailblazers, Clippers over the Trailblazers. Unless the Trailblazers pull a bit of an upset. Am I right? Am I right? Got it. This matchup pretty much surprises me, considered to the fact that that, you know, the the Grizzlies are like the fifth seed. Yeah, the fifth seed. And surprisingly, they're in. Many say that they're probably gonna get swept, but I'm highly gonna probably agree with almost everyone. Not saying names. Don't no. Just no. San Antonio and Memphis. It's probably gonna be a clean sweep in this series. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's just matter of fact. To point out what's next for Tim Duncan. What's the future for Duncan? Is he retiring after this season? What? What's next for Tim Duncan? If Tim Duncan is out, what's next? Do I even need to say it? Do I really need to say it? The Thunder are in. Mavericks are in. Bit of a surprise. The Thunder's like the 2 seed. I mean, let's actually look at the seeds for all 8 teams. Warriors are the number 1 seed. They're going up against the Rockets. Spurs are the number 2 seed. They're going up against the Grizzlies. Then you have Thunder sitting at 2 facing this team. And precisely, it just doesn't, I don't know if this adds up or what. If it doesn't, I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say, to be honest? This is a game that's probably going to be a bit too easy for Durant. There's the fact that, I don't know. Durant is like, he's a clutch player. But to point out, he's supposed to be a free agent after heading to summer. Question remains is, will he be back in the orange and blue? That's the question. If the Thunder beat the Mavericks, good for y'all. Y'all accomplished something. Kind of. But somewhere between maybe 4, 5, 6 years from now, the Thunder are probably going to win a title. And probably the next 5 or 6 years, this is not their year. This is really not the Thunder's year. Thunder will make it to the semifinals, but they're probably not going to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As I pretty much noticed that this is what I'm predicting might be one of the 2 semifinal matchups. As much as I don't really like Golden State to be real. And this is what gets me. they keep getting compared to the 95-96 Bulls. That's what really gets me. Unless Stephen Curry wins 6 NBA championships like Michael Jordan, Steph Curry ain't shit. I'm just gonna say this: Stephen Curry, he ain't shit. Nope. Good luck. If you want to win, probably 6 titles. Good for you. You just ain't. You're just not in Michael Jordan's level, to be real. Y'all probably will be competing against the Clippers, but I'm just probably gonna say that the Clippers are just gonna take y'all down. I really hope that the Golden State Empire, or lack thereof, if you probably call it, goes down. Because Clippers have not made it to the conference finals in, who knows, ever. They haven't even made the conference finals ever. Not one single conference final. And reminder, the last time the Clippers won the semifinals was last year. They had a 3-0 lead until the Rockets came back and destroyed the Clippers. Clippers are more than likely to probably erase that. They are more likely to erase that from their memory, move on, and go to the conference finals. I would like to see them go to the conference finals. I really do. But to me, it seems like the Warriors are just too powerful. It is pretty much because Stephen Curry is always clutch. Nobody's guarding Curry. Like, for real, no one's guarding Curry at all. So I'm pretty much picking the Clippers to pull the biggest upset. I want to see the Clippers head to the NBA, to the conference finals. If they do, there's more likely of a 50-50 chance the Clippers make it to the NBA finals. So would I pick to win the NBA finals? I just haven't got there yet. I just haven't got there yet. Again, back at it again with the Kevin Durant situation. Where is Kevin Durant heading after this summer? Is he gonna stay in Oklahoma City, or will he be heading back to his hometown of Washington? Which I really didn't notice he was from Washington. I really didn't notice that. I mean, would he rather play for Texas? Because he did play college basketball in Texas. Yeah. That's literally my point. But the bright side is, again, what's next? This team is in rebuilding mode. And it kind of seems like this team needs to find their next Tony Parker or Tim Duncan or whoever old person's actually on the squad. No offense. Durant's probably not coming back to Oklahoma City in the off season. So good as that might be, but if I'm picking the Spurs to actually play in the conference finals, I mean, good for me. That's just really, really good for me. I don't take anything for granted, and of course this was like a 2 versus 3 matchup. But in the end, I gotta go with San Antonio. That's just my opinion. So we go to the Western Conference Finals. Stephen Curry, number 1 versus number 2. Steph Curry versus Tim Duncan. Well, wait. I chose the Clippers, right? Hold on. Yeah. So this is how I'm predicting that the Clippers will make it to the Western Conference Finals. Who's their opponents? Wait. Spurs are 2 and Warriors are... Okay, now I kind of fixed it. This might be a tough contest, though. This really might be a tough contest. I mean, Clippers are the perennial favorite to probably win the conference finals. I just really wish that. I do have high hopes of the Clippers probably making it somehow. But the bright side about it is the bright side about it is they're going against Tim Duncan. The biggest surprise of it all is the Clippers might beat the Spurs. Keyword, might beat the Spurs. You never know what's going to happen. If they do, it's just going to be a big shock in the Western Conference. That's just one of the biggest shocks. That you might see in the Western Conference. I mean, I'm picking the Clippers to actually make it to the NBA Finals. If they don't make it, I don't know who else I'm probably gonna pick. That in mind, I really am going with the Clippers to represent the West. There's probably no hopes for San Antonio. They're probably going to go ahead and just rebuild. So all I'm going to say is good luck, LA. This was a peculiar 1 versus 8 matchup that no one would ever seen. Yeah, despite all the drama that's happened the entire season with the Cavs, they managed to get the number one seed. I don't know what to say now. I really don't know what to say now. But the biggest headline about the Pistons, let alone not winning a playoff series, but this is pretty much their first. This is probably like their first playoff appearance since 2008. Their last playoff series win was 2009. 2006, they haven't won a title in 10 years. Big whoop. That's pretty much a big victory for the Pistons, right? Wrong. This is bad blood territory for the Pistons. As it might probably say, the Cavs are probably going to win this series as usual. Because consider the fact LeBron James is trying to trying to get back to the finals and do what he promised. What he should have done was stayed in Miami, because I remember him saying that he was probably going to win not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, probably 8 titles with the Miami Heat. And after that, he just goes back to the Cavaliers. This is a team that's probably not going to get This is a team that's probably not going to get an NBA ring. This is a team that's probably not going to win a ring. So, I'm giving the Cavaliers a free pass, but the semifinals is probably going to be where they're actually going to get knocked out. Anybody surprised about this series? Because I am. 4-5. This game might go to 7. I hope this game actually goes to 7. Because I really do hope this game actually goes to 7. Because Hawks, they pretty much improved. They got a lot of players, basically. And, Hawks are probably still looking for their first NBA title. Yeah. They're probably still looking for their first NBA title. The only good player on the Boston Celtics right now is Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is the only good player right now in Boston. Everyone else is just irrelevant. You think that's a bad thing? It probably is. Imagine this. If the Hawks win, they play the Cavaliers. Let me reminisce the last time the Hawks and the Cavs met. It was last year. They got swept out by the Cavs. Yep, so I'm pretty much picking the Hawks to win. There's not that many pieces except Isaiah Thomas. The only good player on that squad. They're probably not going to win with Thomas as pretty much their only player on the squad. So, yeah. It's probably going to be the Cavaliers versus the Hawks in the semis. We the North is back in the NBA playoffs. The number 2 seed going up against the number 2 seed going up against, of course, the number 7 seed Pacers. Yes, they climbed up to the 7th seed somehow. But I really don't actually blame the Pacers. They would have actually climbed to that spot anyway, so yeah. And considering to the fact that I'm sure that this is a game that the Raptors could possibly get past at some point. But you know, anything can happen, right? Anything can pretty much happen. Anything can pretty much happen in the NBA playoffs. I see the Raptors winning this series actually, so there's not really that much of a choice if the Pacers actually win this series. That wouldn't surprise me. But until then, I'm picking the Raptors to win. Now this series has me shaking my head right now. There's not that much good players on there, and besides the fact that that Chris Bosh is out for the season, that's advantage Charlotte. As of right now, yes, that is actually advantage Charlotte. The Hornets got some key talent, some key good young talent, even with Jeremy Lin on there. Key good young talent. Do I really think that the Heat are gonna actually advance to the semis? I don't know. Do I think the Hornets are probably gonna win this? Maybe. Do I think this is probably rigged? Who knows? But you never know. Anything can happen. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. It's just anything can happen. Hornets are gonna beat the Hornets are pretty much gonna beat the Heat. Yep, I said it. Hornets are gonna beat the Heat. Yes, I've mentioned this before. I actually mentioned this in the Hawks Celtics prediction that the Cavs beat the Hawks. No, scratch that. They shut the Hawks down last season. And now I probably see that this is pretty much gonna be the revenge game. This is the revenge series for the Atlanta Hawks. I see them actually whooping up on the. I pretty much at some point see the Hawks are pretty much gonna go ahead and whoop up on the Cavaliers, because I really don't want to see the Cavaliers actually in the. Ma'am? I see the upset. I see it happening. Hawks over the Cavs. This is pretty much the revenge game. Anything goes, right? Yep. Basically said it. This is probably how I predict the other semifinal. I know Raptors will be playing Charlotte, hopefully. I hope. I don't know. I'm just pretty much making predictions somehow. And I'm probably making a bad one. Raptors are a good team. This might be their year. But they're going up against the Hornets. I'm really torn on which one I want to go for anyway, but consider the fact that this is really, really hard to actually consider, I'm just probably going to say I don't know. I really have no idea. I think Raptors have a more bit of a slight chance of making it to the finals more than the Hornets. I mean, sure, this might be the Hornets' year, but it kind of seems like it's a little bit the Raptors' year instead of the Hornets. I just don't see the Hornets even beating the Raptors. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming weeks of the playoffs. Who knows what might happen? Anything is possible to happen, so yeah. Let me switch from 4, 5, 3, 6 to 7. This game might be the Eastern Conference Finals. This game might be the Eastern Conference Finals. Keyword might be. I don't know if it's actually the NBA Finals. I just don't know yet. I don't know. Hawks seem like they're the team to be playable, but Raptors kind of seem like a bit of a threat. The question is, which threat is more likely to be heading to the NBA Finals? Because I picked the Clippers to be in the NBA Finals. So the Eastern Conference has to have somebody to represent, has to face against one of the Eastern Conference teams in the playoffs. So who do I think it'll probably be? It'll probably be Toronto, I guess. It's gonna be tough. So yeah. Number one, number two versus number four. 2 versus 4. This is what I'm predicting. I might be wrong. This is 2 versus 4. Neither of these teams have held a championship. Neither of those teams actually held the championship. Might be, but you know, it's possible that one of these teams will probably get a title. Who will it be is the question. That is a bit that I really have no idea. Doesn't pretty much say I have no clue who will be heading into the who will win, but I mean, so it's more likely it's probably going to be Toronto. It's probably going to be Toronto. I'm picking Toronto to win it all. I highly doubt that's probably going to happen in real life, but that's what I'm probably predicting. Maybe, just maybe, as soon as this actually gets up, it'll take time for this to process. You could just feel free to voice your opinion, probably in the description below. I'll probably read it somehow. I said I probably was just gonna read it. I don't know. I just don't know. What's your opinion in the description below? And that's my predictions, I think.